Hi children, today we are going to do a lesson in grade 11 People's Book, Unit 4, For a Better Tomorrow. Activity 1, Act Out. Practice this television interview. Presenter, good morning. Once again, we join you in your favorite program, For a Better Tomorrow. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. To share some valuable ideas on this topic, we have with us one of the eminent environmentalists in the country, Mr. Sunil Veer Singh. Welcome to the program, Mr. Veer Singh. Now children, it's an act out. The presenter is joining us by a favorite program, For a Better Tomorrow. The topic is polythene and the environment. Now they are going to share some valuable ideas on this topic. And they meet eminent environmentalist. What do you mean by eminent here? Great. Environmentalist means a person who is concerned about protecting the environment. Who is the environmentalist here? Mr. Sunil Veer Singh. Now they welcome Mr. Veer Singh to the program. Sunil Veer Singh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Interviewer, as we are well aware, polythene has become a major environmental issue. Talking about polythene and the environment, what is the biggest problem related to polythene? Now see children here, Sunil Veer Singh, he accepted the greetings and he says he is very happy to be here. Now the interviewer is asking, as we are well aware, it means as we all know, polythene has become a major environmental issue, a major, main or crucial issue, problems. Now polythene has become a main problem. Talking about polythene and the environment, the biggest problem is polythene. Sunil Veer Singh, the biggest problem is that most types of polythene don't decay. They accumulate in the environment and that in turn creates many other problems. But the environmentalist says here, the biggest problem is many types of polythenes are there and that don't decay. And they accumulate or collect in the environment and it creates many other problems. It means collecting polythene are making many problems. Interviewer, I'm sure our viewers would like to know about these problems. Could you tell us something about them? Who are viewers here? Audience. Now, interviewer is asking from Sunil Veer Singh to discuss more about polythene. Sunil Veer Singh. Well, it seems that a lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly and haphazardly into the environment. This often leads to problems like land pollution and land infertility. Polythene also blocks sewage systems and water sources. Another problem is that rainwater collected in the polythene bags provides breeding grounds for mosquitoes. This is really unfortunate. We will be living in an extremely unhealthy environment if such a situation is to continue. Now let's see what Sunil Veer Singh says here. Now the interviewer is asking to discuss more on polythene. Now he says, it seems. It means polythene, which lot of people have habit of throwing polythene bags. Many people are throwing or casting polythene bags carelessly. It means without any attention, haphazardly. What do you mean by haphazardly? It's an adverb. In a manner lacking any obvious principle of organization. It means it's an illegal act into the environment. Now people are throwing polythenes without any attention and they do it illegally. This often leads to problems. There are many problems related to throwing polythenes. That are land pollution, land infertility. What do you mean by infertility? Unfruit or fruitless. And also it blocks sewage systems. Sewage means garbage or the waste system. And water sources. Now Sunil Veer Singh has discussed many problems like land pollution, land infertility, it blocks the sewage systems and water sources. Water sources means water bodies, the ways of getting water. Another problem they have mentioned here, the rainwater collected in polythene bags. When we throw polythene bags, when it rains, water is collecting gradually. It provides breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Due to this act of humans, the mosquitoes are growing more and more. This is really unfortunate or the unexpected one. We will be living an extremely unhealthy, extremely highly unhealthy, not healthy. If this situation continue, for long, we shall see what's going to happen. The interviewer is asking, can we burn polythene instead? What do you mean by instead here? As an other step or as on behalf of them. Sunil Veer Singh, unfortunately, that doesn't help much. Unfortunately, unluckily, it won't happen. We can't find anything instead of polythene. Burning polythene creates a lot of harmful gases. When we burn polythenes, it creates many effective gases that are poisonous to our breathing system. And substances, it means it creates many materials that are harmful to our lungs. They are harmful to all living things. It is not harmful to humans. It harmful to other creatures too, other animals too. Interview, how about the effect of polythene on animals' life? He is asking about animals' life, how it is taking a role. Sunil Veerasinghe, sadly or very badly, a lot of animals die after eating polythene as it is not digested. It's very sad or sorrow to hear that many animals are dying after eating polythenes. It's because it won't digest. It won't decay. Interviewer, so what are your suggestions? It means your proposals or ideas. Should we stop using polythene? Can we stop using polythene? He is asking. Sunil Veerasinghe, not exactly. We can't do it exactly, meaning accurately. I think we should try to minimize. It means reduce the use of polythene. He says we can't find an entire solution for that, but we can reduce the use of polythene. Taking reusable bags when marketing is a possible way of reducing the use of polythene. Reusable. What do you mean by reusable? Recycle. It means we can use it again and again. When we go for purchasing, purchasing, we had to find possible or correct way to reduce, to minimize the use of polythene. Recycling polythene is another solution. First solution he has suggested here, we had to use bags that are reusable. Other suggestions he says here, recycling polythene. We had to use polythene as a circle. Interweaver, reduce, reuse and recycle. We should all think about it. With that thought, we come to the end of our program. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Veerasinghe. Now, interviewer has mentioned reduce, reuse, recycle. That are very needed current environmental words. As children, you must be well aware of these words: reduce, minimize, or use less, reuse, use again, recycle. There should be a systematic way to use it again and again. Recycle. These are eco-friendly steps. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Sunil Veerasinghe, thank you for inviting me. He says thanks for participating in this program. Interviewer, we hope to meet our viewers next week at the same time. Have a good day. Now he is ending the interview and he says to hope him next week too. Now children, let's go to the activity 2. Match A and B. Now let's read A. First one, most types of polythene don't decay. Now we had to find the appropriate conjunction from B. There should be a combination between A and B. Most types of polythene don't decay. We shall say it causes land pollution. They die because of undigested polythene. Water is polluted. Mosquitoes feed in them. They accumulate in the environment. When you go through A to E, the most suitable answer is E. Most types of polythene don't decay. They accumulate in the environment. Then first one goes to E. Second one, polythene bags are thrown into environment. Let's find the correct answer from B part. It causes land pollution. They die because of undigested polythene. Water is polluted. Mosquitoes breed in them. Second one, polythene bags are thrown into the environment. It causes land pollution. That is the most appropriate answer for the second one. Third one, rainwater is collected in polythene bags. We know that there is a close relationship between the rainwater and the breeding of mosquitoes. Then the D, mosquitoes breed in them. Third one, we had to match with B. Fourth one, animals eat polythene. We learn from the interweave and many animals die due to the undigested process of polythene. So, animals eat polythene. They die because of undigested polythene. Fifth one, polythene bags are collected in water sources, water bodies. C, water is polluted. When polythene bags are collected in all the water sources like rivers, sea, and lakes and etc., what's happening? Water is polluting. Now let's go to the second one. Find the adjectives used in the conversation to describe these words. As grade 11 children, I hope you must be well aware about adjectives. But I'll give an introduction. Adjectives are the description of nouns. Favorite program. How the program is favorite. Now you had to find out the adjectives for following nouns from the text. Problems. When you go through the text, you can understand or you can get it. Biggest problem. Biggest is the adjective of problems here. Ideas, valuable ideas. You can get the answer from the text when you refer it again. Pollution. In the text, they have mentioned only land pollution here. Environmentalist. They gave an introduction about the environmentalist. Eminent. Gases. Harmful. Now again, biggest problems, valuable ideas, land pollution, eminent environmentalist, harmful gases. Now the third one. Find the sentences or the phrases used to. To get answer for this one, we have to refer the texts that are given. First one, start the TV program. Another phrase or the sentence for start the TV program, welcome to the program. The answer is welcome to the program. Second one, introduce the environmentalist to the viewers. We have with us. The answer is we have with us. Third one, ask the environmentalist suggestions on something. Answer is, what are your suggestions? Fourth one, disagree to an idea. Answer is, not exactly. In the TV program, we come to end of. These all the phrases that I have mentioned, you can get it from the above text. Again, I'll read the answers. Start the TV program. Welcome to the program. Second one, we have with us. Third one, what are your suggestions? Fourth one, not exactly. Fifth one, we come to end of. Let's go to the fourth question. Find the adverbs used in the conversation. I hope you must be thorough with adverbs. Adverbs are describing the words. Now here when you go to the text, you have many adverbs. Now you have to find some adverbs used in the conversation. I'll say some of adverbs that were used in the conversation. Actually, carelessly, haphazardly, unfortunately, extremely. There are many adverbs. It's easy for you all to find out the adverbs with the use of ly. Children, you go through again the text and see where you can get the verbs with ly. Now activity 3. The words underlined in these sentences are used incorrectly. Rewrite the sentences correctly. They have given some revision points here on adverbs. You can refer on that and see the first one here. Plants grow quick in the rich soil. They have underlined quick here. You had to find the position of quick here. It's just after verb. There should be an adverb. The adverb, it comes with ly often. Plants grow quickly in the rich soil. Then you had to rewrite the sentence again. Plants grow quickly in the rich soil. Now, as they have mentioned, they have given many types of adverbs here. It is used for manners. It is used to describe manners or the attitudes, like carelessly and purposefully. Here they have given place. To mention the place also, adverbs are used. Here, there. Other one is the time. To describe the time, today, yesterday, Sunday, Monday. The time is described by adverbs. Frequency. It means to understand the level, usually, rarely, occasionally, contemporarily. It shows the frequencies. Degrees, extremely, leastly. And see here, quick, it shows the manner. Plants grow quickly in the rich soil. Second one, some factories discharge their waste direct into water bodies. Direct is a manner. Now we had to write it. Some factories discharge their waste directly. You had to add ly here. I usually use recycled paper for my greeting cards. Usual, it's a frequency. So we had to write I usually. Already there's a L here. You had to write another L and Y. I usually, double L, use recycled paper for my greeting cards. Our project was successful because everybody worked efficiently. Is a manner how to write it efficiently. We can take it for degree also. How far the workers work in the project, we can say it efficiently. Then how to write it? With the ly, we had to write again our project was successful because everybody worked efficiently. Awareness programs on public health should be conducted regularly. It's a frequency. You had to write adverbs every time with ly. Awareness programs on public health should be conducted regularly. Activity 4 is about 3R concept. It's an eco-friendly concept: reduce, reuse, recycle. What you had to do here is you had to collect all the information that are given by the diagrams, and you had to write a small paragraph based on the facts they have given above. It's very easy to score marks when the question comes with facts. You had to know the systematic way to make it as a grammatically correct sentence. Now see children, the first step they have given, reduce. I explained earlier, reduce, minimize by only what is necessary. We had to buy the essential things only. It means needed things. Buy in bulk to reduce waste created in packaging. We had to buy things at once. And reuse, recycle. What is reuse here? Glass bottles, ceramic cups, paper bags, etc. instead of plastic. We can use or we can consume more glass bottles, ceramic cups, paper bags without using plastics. And also we can go for cloth bags and reed basket. Recycle. We had to remanufacture here like cans, glass, plastic, electronic equipments should be remanufactured. Now we shall see you had to get the help of these points to create a paragraph. Now we shall see the facts they have given here. Reduce, reuse, recycle, known as the 3Rs, are 3 great ways to minimize waste and protect our environment. Reduce, reuse, recycle, known as the 3Rs, are 3 great ways to minimize waste and protect our environment. We can write it as an introduction of the paragraph. We can write the same point. We should always try to reduce the waste we create. Here only we had the task. After writing the second sentence, you know children, it's the paragraph. Then we had to make one para here and you have to include all three R concepts here. We should always try to reduce the waste we create by purchasing only what is necessary and buying in bulk to reduce waste created in packaging. Now see how I have joined this sentence with the first box. We should always try to reduce the waste we create by purchasing. I have inserted another word for by, purchasing. When we use by, we have to connect it with ing format, purchasing only what is necessary. And I'm going to join this and this together and use and, buying in bulk to reduce waste created in packaging. And again, I'm writing the third sentence. Reusing is an environmental friendly habit full stop. We can use glass bottles, ceramic cups, paper bags, etc. instead of plastic. And also we can use cloth bags and reed baskets too. And now I'm going to write the fourth sentence. Recycling is another good way to cut down the accumulation of waste. First up, we can recycle the materials by recycling process. We had to collect the cans, glass, plastic and electronic equipments in a systematic way and want to supply it or want to give it for the recycling process. Then you can write this sentence. Recycling is another good way to cut down the accumulation of waste, and we can recycle cans, glass, plastic, electronic equipments by a systematic environmental process. Now activity 4 has finished. Now I'm going to the activity 5. This is a group work. We had to do this at school. Write a script for an interview on one of the following topics and conduct the interview in the classroom. You can have a live interview with the whole class as the audience. They could be allowed to ask questions. Topics you can take: dengue, epidemic, effects of deforestation. Activity 6. Writing. Convert these sentences to reported speech. They have given some direct speech here. Children, now you have to convert these sentences to indirect speech or reported speech. First one, the invitee said, "It's a pleasure to be here." Now when you write it as a reported speech, you had to get to know the tense of the sentence. It's a past tense because the invitee said. The verb is past tense. Then when you write it as reported speech, the answer is the invitee said that it was a pleasure to be there. Second one, the interviewer asked, "Should we stop using polythene?" Again, the sentence is in past tense. Then when you write it as reported speech, the interviewer asked, that should they stop using polythene? Third one, the scientists say, I am conducting a research on global warming. It's also a past tense, and when you're writing as reported speech, the scientist said that he was conducting a research on global warming. Again, the scientist said that he was conducting a research on global warming. Mr. Soiza said, I visited Singharaja forest last month. This is also a past tense. Mr. Soiza said that he visited Singharaja forest last month. Mrs. Fernando said, I have been to Yala National Park. Mrs. Fernando said that she had been to Yala National Park. Activity 7. Reading or writing. Read the following posters and write the message conveyed by each one. We had to go through the pictures and we had to get the information that are given by the posters. Now let's see the grade. Poster number 1, the message it conveys, save water, don't waste water. They have given as 2 types of sentence. One is positive and the second one is negative. As you like, you can give the message of the posters here. First one, when you go to the picture, you can see, you can write the message as save water, or you can write don't waste water. By the second poster, you can get the message protect the water bodies. If you like to write the negative formats, you can write don't waste the water bodies. By the third poster, you can write the message save the electrical energy, or you can write as a negative format don't waste the electricity. By the fourth one, you can write the message follow the 3R concepts, or you can write don't waste the papers, or you can write don't harm the environment. And fifth one, by the post number 5, you can write save the fertility of the soil, or you can write don't waste the fertility of the soil. Activity 8. Complete these sentences using the adjectives and adverbs found in the posters. Now say here natural, soil, global, single, excessively. All the words they have given, adjectives and adverbs. Here you can get the adverbs excessively. The 4 are adjectives. First one, we had to preserve. It means protect. Resources for the future. The most appropriate answer is natural. We had to preserve natural resources for the future. Accumulation of polythene in the environment has become an environmental issue. Global environmental issue. It means world. Cutting down trees causes erosion. Soil erosion. Soil means land. What is precious? What is worth? We should not waste a drop, single drop. The monsoon rains were heavy this year, excessively heavy this year. Activity 9 and 10 you had to do in the classroom. So children, I won't be able to do the activity 9 and 10 by this video clip. You had to get the help of your teacher in the classroom and you had to act out the activity 9 and 10 in the classroom. Let's go to the activity 12, activity 11. Activity 11. Reading or writing. Animals on the verge of extinction. What do you mean by extinction here? Ending or declining. Verge, very greatly. Polar bears. Now they have given a picture of polar bears also here. Polar bears live across the Arctic in Canada. You can see these polar bears across the Arctic in Canada, Alaska, Greenland, Russia, Denmark, and Norway. These are the countries that you can see the polar bears. They are the first animals to be threatened because of global warming. It means this is the first animals that are in the danger due to the global warming. What is global warming here? The Earth's temperature is very high. When the situation comes in the world, when the Earth's temperature is very high, we call it global warming, excessive heat of Earth. Then the global warming gives a great threat, the challenge to the polar bears. They need a cold climate. Snow and ice of Arctic regions to survive. Now you can understand here what are the countries that they live in and what are the issues they face here. They are threatened or challenged by global warming and they need cold climate. It means they need the cool climate, snow or ice to survive. It means to live. When the snow and ice in the polar regions melt, melt means liquefying. These animals lose their natural habitat. What do you mean by natural habitat here? Their original shelter. When the snow and ice in the polar regions melt, when it becomes liquid, these animals lose their habitat because they live in icebergs. When it is melted, they have no place to live in. Scientists say that polar bears are in danger of becoming extinct in about 50 years. There's a foretelling of scientists that they are in the danger about 50 years. They won't be in the world or they will be ending, extinct, they'll be ending after 50 years. in the world. Lions. Lions were wide-ranging animals in the past. What is wide-ranging here? Far-reaching. They wandered freely in Africa. Wandered or walked aimlessly. They wandered freely in Africa, Asia, Europe, and India. These are the places that these lions walk freely. Now they are confined to Africa and to a small area in India. What is confined here? Limited. Now lions are limited to Africa and a small area of India. Loss of habitat. Loss of shelter, we can say. Loss of prey. Prey means victim or the food. And sport hunting have made this majestic animal in danger. They have mentioned 3 ways of extinction of lions. First one, loss of habitat. Second one, loss of prey. And third one, sport hunting. These 3 only made these lions to be extended in the world. Scientists warn if these activities are to continue, African lions could very well be extinct by 2050. Scientists, they foretell that by the year 2050, African lions will be ended in the world when it continues. Blue whales. Blue whales live in all the oceans except the polar seas. Then blue whales lives in all the oceans. They have become endangered due to being hunted for blubber and body parts. As polar bears, lions, blue whales are also in danger due to the hunting activities like blubber. What do you mean by blubber here? Fatty tissue. Blue whales are hunted for purpose of blubber and body parts. For this reason, they have been declared protected animals since 1966. There's an amendment by the government in 1966 in order to protect the blue whales and other animals. Global warming also harms blue whales. Not only hunting activities but also global warming. Excessive heat of world also harms blue whales. Temperature changes in water due to global warming may induce, it means increase, migration, it means movement to wrong places where food supply could be low. Due to the high temperature, blue whales are moving around the sea where they don't get food much. It is believed that 10,000 to 25,000 blue whales swim in the oceans of the world. Elephants. Elephants, world's largest animals on land, we are now listed as endangered. It means the largest animal in the world are elephants, and they are listed out as endangered. The South Asian elephant, which lives in South and Southeast Asia is threatened due to high human population in the region. It means the elephants in Asia, mainly South and Southeast Asia, are threatened due to the high density of population or increasing population. They are in the danger. Forests are decreased day by day due to the clearance of land for settlements. It means deforestation is high due to the increasing population and its settlements. Agriculture and development projects. Now they have given 3 reasons of endanger of elephants. Or we can understand how elephants are threatened. The first way, due to the clearance of land for settlements, and second one, due to the high density of population, third one, agricultural activities, and the fourth one we can take due to the development projects. The African elephant is endangered mainly due to poaching for ivory. Now they have given an important record of African elephant that they are in danger because of poaching. What do you mean by poaching here? Illegal hunting. Why they are doing illegal hunting here? To get elephant's tusk. That's called ivory. Elephant's tusk. Now children, I think you are thorough on polar bears, lions, blue whales and elephants. Now let's go to the activities. Read the descriptions and complete the table. Name the animal, habitat, where it lives, the reason for it being endangered. Altogether, we have learnt 4 animals here. Now if we write the first one, polar bear, habitat, Canada, Alaska, etc. You can write. If you go through the text, you can get the places where they live. And the reason for it being endangered, global warming. Polar bears, the reason of endangered, global warming. Second one, lions. Habitat, Africa and India. Reason of it being endangered, sports hunting, loss of habitat, loss of prey. Third one, blue whales. Habitat, all the oceans. The reason, global warming, poaching. Elephants, South and Southeast Asia. Reason, high human population or high density of population, agricultural activities, development projects. Second one, match the words with their meaning. Global warming. I taught you all by the lesson. Global warming means the high temperature of the earth. Where can you get that concept? By the sea. The increase of Earth's average surface temperature due to the effect of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide. Natural habitat. Habitat means shelter. Where can you get it? By the D. The natural environment in which a group or species lives. Extinct. It means ending, no longer existing or living. B. Fourth one, endangered. A. Threatened with extinction. Poaching. C. The illegal hunting, killing and capturing wild animals. Revision point. Capitalization. You must know where you can use the capitals as the first letter of the sentence or the word. Here are the sets of rules of capitalization. The first one, the first letter of a sentence. Every time a first letter of a sentence should be capital. That's the main rule of capitalization. Keep remember children, the first letter of the sentence should be capital every time. Another time we use capitals for the names and the places. For example, Veerasinghe W is capital because it's a name of a person. And Canada C is capital, it's because it's a place. We had to write first letter as capital here. Then we had to use capital letters for people's names and places. Pronoun. Wherever I there, we had to write as capital. Where did I put my spectacles? Though I is not in the first letter of the sentence, you had to write I as capital. The days of the weeks and months of the year. Days, month, first letters are capitals all the time. Titles. Mr., Dr., Mrs. This is a shortened form of Mrs. The title's first letter should be capital. The first letter of a sentence, that is a direct code. When we are writing creative writing, you need this capitals form. When you are writing indirect speech, when the inverted comma starts, you have to write the letter by the capital letter. Other one, name of bodies of water. Water bodies, first letter should be capital all the time. Indian Ocean is a pair word. I capital, O capital, the Nile, T capital, N capital. Although the words are two, you had to give priority as each as capitals. Names of the planets. Mars, Jupiter, Earth, all the planets should be in capitals. First letter of the planet should be in capital. Names of nationalities, languages, religions. When you are writing the nationalities, Indians, first letter should be capital. When you are writing a language, first letter should be capital. When you are writing a religion, Buddhism, B should be capital. First letter should be capital for religions. Names of government bodies. Municipal council. It's a pair word. First letters of the words should be capital. Now, take the rules into your mind and do the activity 12. Rewrite the following essay with correct capitalization. When you do this activity, we had to give equal concentration for all the rules of capitalization. Flying kites. F should be capital because it's the first letter of the sentence. Kites is a favorite pastime of mine. Full stop. Again, a new sentence. N should be capital here. Not only is it enjoyable and exciting, it's also an environmentally friendly recreational activity. Full stop. Again, a new sentence. I should be capital. It takes us out of doors into the fresh air. Every year in July, every year is the first letter of the sentence. E should be capital. In July, J should be capital. It's a month. August, it's also a month. A should be capital. My friends, Udaya, it's a name. U should be capital. Rishan is also a name. R should be capital. And I is a pronoun. I should be capital. Go to Panadura is a place. P should be capital. Beach to fly kites. Again a new sentence. W should be capital. We make kites of various shapes and sizes. Again a new sentence. U should be capital. Udaya's uncle. Mr. is a title. M should be capital. Pereira is a name. P should be capital. Always helps us with our work. Again a new sentence. H should be capital. Is very good at making kites. Again a new sentence. A should be capital. Apart from flying kites, we join looking at kites. Again a new sentence. I should be capital. It is so exciting to see many colorful kites fluttering in the sky. Again a new sentence. W should be capital. We usually select Sundays. It's a time. S should be capital because that's when you can see the most beautiful collection. Again a new sentence and a name. R should be capital. Rishan says that the Chinese is an ethnicity. C should be capital. Believe that looking up at a kite improves your eyesight. I think. I is a pronoun. I should be capital. We are fortunate that Sri Lanka is an island surrounded by Indian Ocean. Here Sri Lanka. S should be capital. L should be capital. It is the name of a place. S capital, L capital. Indian Ocean is a water body. I should be capital. O should be capital. Again a new sentence. T should be capital. That is why we have plenty of wind to fly kites. Full stop. Activity 13. Capitalization practice. Rewrite the sentences using capital where necessary. First one. Scientist is the first letter of the sentence. S should be capital. Scientists have not yet find out if Mars is a planet. M should be capital. Holds favorable climatic conditions to support life on it. Again, S should be capital. Mars, M should be capital. Here full stop. Second one, T should be capital. The municipal council. Municipal council is a government body. M should be capital. C should be capital. Takes our garbage to recycling centers every Saturday. Saturday is a day. S should be capital. Third one, the T should be capital. River Nile is the water body. R should be capital. N should be capital. Originate in East Africa. East, E should be capital. A should be capital in Africa. Flows through many countries including Ethiopia. It's a country. E should be capital. And Egypt. E should be capital. And empties its water into the Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea. M should be capital. S should be capital. Activity 14 is the writing practice. Write an essay titled Let's Protect Our Environment. Activity 4, 15 children is a group work. You had to engage this in your classroom only. Let's see activity 14 now is an essay. I'll teach you how to write an essay in an effective way. When you are writing an essay, children, you have to figure out the draft, how to write a perfect essay. I think it's easy for you all if you can categorize the steps of writing essay. By the first para, you had to write the introduction. Introduction means you have to refer to the topic that are given. Now in this activity 14, the topic is let's protect the environment. Then you had to give the introduction of environment by the first para. As I have given here, our environment is an essential part of our life. It is the source for us to live and to do any of our actions such as eating, playing, working, enjoying, walking, breathing, hearing, and drinking. This is my introduction. You can make your own description as an introduction of environment. The environment is our surroundings, including us. The quality of our life depends on the quality and proper existence of our environment. Environment includes the atmosphere, surroundings, geographical area, and natural resources, etc. This is a brief introduction on environment. By the second para, although the topic is different, the same criteria is here. You had to write the descriptions or the importance of the topic. Now see here, your topic is let's protect the environment. By the first para, you have discussed about the introductions. By the second para, I'll guide you how to write the importance of environment. And when you are writing the importance of environment, you have to gather the current informations and facts regarding the environment. Now see, I have given a small para here. Long ago, people could live according to principles dictated environments in a way that is harmless to the environment. In these days, we are harming and degrading the environment and indirectly harming ourselves physically and biologically. So the ecological system or ecosystem is affected. Its balance is affected and recycling phenomena of ecosystems are tempered. Now I have gathered the importance of environment and I have given some related facts too. By the third para, I am going to discuss about the causes of environmental pollution here, because if we want to protect the environment, we must know the roots of environmental pollutions. Now see, I have gathered my informations here. Due to the power of the technology and science, the man to exploit the use of environment for selfish and indiscriminate use and create problems for everyone. For the third para, as an introduction, I have mentions about the humans act on environmental issues. For the second sentence, I am going to discuss about the main causes such as deforestation, depletion of water, growth of population, rapid urbanization, extinction of some species, loss of biodiversity, air pollution, drinking water pollution, river pollution, global warming, depletion of ozone layer, depletion of oil and gas, and natural resources like minerals. I have gathered some of the causes of environmental problems here. After that, I have included we need to use resources in a discriminate manner. I have mentioned here why we must protect our environment as a short descriptions, because it will be a question for us in future, and we had to suffer by lots of diseases, and we have to have many environmental hazards or disasters in future, such as famines, cyclones, damaging the agricultural activities. There are many effects will happen in future due to the rapid environmental issues. Now we have arrived to the end of the essay. In the end of the essay, we must give the conclusion or the solution of the topic that we discussed by 3 paragraphs. By the first paragraphs, we have discussed on introductions. By the second paragraph, we have discussed on the importance of environment and the current facts. By the third paragraphs, we have discussed about the causes of environmental problems. Now we have figured out all the facts regarding the environmental protection. Now, as students, you have to be aware on solutions too. You have to give a solution according to your wisdom. Here, action related to government needs to be done together by governments of various countries and the United Nations organization at a global level. Long-term planning and monitoring of actions of private corporations is needed. Here I have given about the contribution of governments and non-government organizations on protecting environment. Then we have write the contribution of government and non-government organizations. And the young must be educated to live in harmony with environment rather than exploit it. It means we have to educate our people, especially youth and uneducated crowd. We had to give awareness programs on protecting our environment. The ways of conservation of environment must be taught to the young, because young are the future leaders. They are the people who are going to bring the message to the world. Therefore, the young should be educated on protecting environment. As it is, you can try an essay based on the draft I have given to you all. Again, I'll say to you all, you must give the introduction by the first para, and you had to gather the facts regarding the importance of environment, and by the third para, you have write the causes of environmental pollutions. By the fourth para, you have write the conclusions or the solution, what you get for your small brain or wisdom. Thank you.